لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
In the south of Spain, beneath the snow-capped peaks of the Sierra Nevada, lies a city that seems to belong to more than one era, Granada. At first glance, it looks unmistakably European. Its streets are filled with cafes, Spanish architecture, tourists, students, and the rhythms of modern Andalusian life. But walk a little deeper, through the narrow streets of the old quarters, past whitewashed houses and hidden courtyards. The atmosphere begins to change. Arabic inscriptions appear on ancient walls. Moorish patterns decorate forgotten corners. Water flows through gardens that were designed centuries ago. And above the city, standing on a hill like a silent guardian, is the Alhambra. For centuries, Granada was one of the great centers of Muslim Iberia. And when the last Muslim kingdom of the peninsula finally fell in 1492, Granada became the final chapter of a story that had shaped Spain for generations. Yet the story did not completely disappear. It remained in stone, in water, in architecture, in food, and in the character of the city itself. This is Granada, a city where the past never truly left. To understand Granada, you have to look beyond the city itself. For centuries, much of the Iberian Peninsula was shaped by Muslim rule, creating a civilization known as Al-Andalus. Granada eventually became the stronghold of the Nasrid dynasty, which ruled from the 13th to the 15th century. By then, much of Muslim Iberia had already disappeared. Granada remained, protected by mountains and surrounded by fertile land. The city became the final Muslim kingdom on the Iberian Peninsula. And the Nasrid rulers did not simply build a fortress. They built an entire world. A world of palaces, gardens, courtyards, water channels, towers, markets, and carefully designed spaces. That world would become known as the Alhambra. From a distance, the Alhambra appears almost unreal. But this was never simply a beautiful palace. It was a fortified complex, a royal residence, a center of government, and a carefully planned city above the city of Granada. Inside the Nasrid palaces, almost every surface seems to tell a story. Geometric patterns spread across the walls. Floral motifs imitate the natural world. Arabic calligraphy winds through the architecture. Poetry and religious inscriptions were woven into the spaces where rulers lived, received guests, and conducted affairs of state. But perhaps one of the most remarkable elements is something much simpler: water. In a dry Mediterranean landscape, water was precious. Yet inside the Alhambra, it appears almost everywhere. It runs through channels. It fills pools. It feeds gardens. It becomes part of the architecture itself. The sound of flowing water transforms the palace from a place of power into a place of calm. But the soul of Granada cannot be found inside the Alhambra alone. Across the valley lies the Albayzin. Its narrow streets climb the hillside in a maze of whitewashed houses, small plazas, hidden gardens, and ancient walls. Walking here can feel almost like stepping into another country. The layout recalls the old Medinas of North Africa, where narrow streets created shade privacy, and historically, a complicated path for anyone unfamiliar with the neighborhood. Behind the simple facades, many traditional homes were organized around private courtyards. And from certain viewpoints, the Alhambra appears across the valley, almost close enough to touch. This is one of Granada's great visual contrasts. The palace stands above. The old neighborhood stretches below, and between them lies centuries of history. But Granada is not a city trapped in the past. Today, the streets are alive. Students fill the cafes. Locals gather in small plazas. Tourists move between historic monuments and modern neighborhoods. Tapas bars remain an important part of the city's social life, while the university gives Granada a youthful energy. And then something unexpected appears. In the streets around the old quarters, Arabic signs, tea shops, Middle Eastern restaurants, and halal food reveal another side of modern Granada. The city's Muslim presence is no longer the political power it once was. But Islam has not vanished from Granada. A modern Muslim community continues to live here, joined by people whose roots reach across Morocco, Syria, Palestine, Spain, and other parts of the world. There are restaurants, shops, cultural spaces, and mosques serving this community. And in a city once known as the final stronghold of Muslim Iberia, that creates a fascinating connection between past and present. Granada is not simply remembering Al-Andalus. In its own quiet way, part of that story is still being lived. But Granada's story took a dramatic turn in 1492. After centuries of Nasrid rule, the city surrendered to the Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella. The fall of Granada marked the end of Muslim political rule in Iberia. For the people who had lived under the Nasrid Kingdom, life was about to change profoundly. The city itself began to transform. Christian institutions rose beside Islamic monuments. New buildings appeared. Old spaces were given new purposes. And the Alhambra, once the heart of a Muslim kingdom, entered a completely different chapter. Centuries later, the palace of Charles V would rise within the Alhambra complex, a Renaissance structure placed directly inside what had once been the center of Nasrid power. Granada had changed rulers, but the stones remained. And perhaps that is why the city feels so layered. One civilization did not simply erase another. Instead, different centuries became embedded in the same landscape. Yet Granada's cultural story does not end with palaces and kingdoms. On the hills of Sacramont, another side of the city emerges. Here, homes were carved directly into the soft rock. Some of these cave dwellings were inhabited well into the 20th century. The neighborhood became closely associated with Granada's Gitano community and with one of the city's most recognizable cultural expressions, flamenco. And from this environment emerged Zambra, a distinctive style of flamenco associated with the Gitano traditions of Granada. Inside these caves, history became something you could hear. Rhythm, guitar, clapping, voices. The result is another layer of Granada's identity, one that cannot be understood simply through dates and dynasties. Because Granada was shaped not only by rulers, it was shaped by ordinary people. Perhaps that is what makes Granada so fascinating. Its identity cannot be placed into a single box. It is Moorish and Spanish, shaped by Islamic, Christian, and Jewish history, by Andalusian traditions and cultures that continue to live today. As the sun sets over the Alhambra, the noise of the modern city seems to fade, and for a moment, the Granada of centuries ago feels almost within reach. The Nasrid Kingdom is gone. The political power of Al-Andalus is gone. But Granada remains. Its streets remain. Its architecture remains. Its memories remain. And perhaps that is the true beauty of this city. Granada is not simply a monument to the past. It is a living place where different civilizations met, transformed, and left something behind. A city where the memory of Al-Andalus still lives.